Imilonji Kantu Choral Group, founded by George Ngatana in 1982, it became the serenading voice of hope for many during apartheid. Over the years, it has supported unions, churches and civic groups which earned it the accolade People's Choir. But even more distinctive, its relationship with the late Arch. It dates back to when he was the General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches.
Been close to the bishop, even up until the time when he was being inaugurated as the Archbishop of Cape Town. So you can imagine that, we're talking about a period over 20 years that we've been involved with him. Even when he went to receive his Nobel Prize, we didn't have the whole choir going, but we have a representation which had people from the choir that were part and parcel of that small group.
The conductor, Mr. George Ngatana, his wife was Desmond Tutu's executive assistant, Mary, and she was a great singer. And a few of the older ones here used to be a group that Bishop Tutu would ask to pray at the chapel. When there are serious problems in the country, like say the Boipatong massacre, he would convene a prayer moment in the Khotso House Chapel. And so there was always this nucleus of a singing group which became Imilonji Kantu. And they've always, it does not matter what the Tutus are doing, Imilonji will be there to sing.
In 1986, during Tutu's enthronement as the Archbishop, the choir left Tutu and the congregants swayed and clapping as the cathedral reverberated with hymns sung in Sesotho and isiXhosa. And with time, the old man also chose the music to be played after he would have departed.
George Ngatana has a file of what Desmond wants. I complained to him that there's a piece that we should have sung here. And Desmond would go wild on that.
But it was his famous sense of humor which left attendance in stitches during celebration of his 40 years in Episcopal service in July 2016.
The decision has been made in Cape Town that the choir will fly to Cape Town to go and sing at the event itself. And I think, everything said and done, it was his wish that the choir is there. He actually made a statement to the effect that at one of the concerts, at one of the events at St. Mary's Cathedral, he actually said, "If I die and Imilonji Kantu is not there, I will ask, where is Imilonji?"
One of the most important things to our grandfather was music. At every celebration that we have, even in the church services that we have at home in the morning, we're always singing. He is always singing, and I know that he loved the choir. It was really important to him, and he loved the music and the way that they celebrated him. On his 90th birthday at the cathedral, they told us don't sing, and they were very clear with us that we're not allowed to sing, and it was just the choir that was to sing. And when the choir started singing, our whole family, including him, sang so loudly, and it was just such a special moment, I think, for him.
Ronald Jones, an organist for over 50 years, couldn't express his gratitude enough for being given an opportunity to render the late Arch's favorite songs.
Well, I was quite moved by having to play those songs that he loved the most, and it was a meaningful service, and I thought that we paid our last respects very well. So, yes, I actually enjoyed playing those hymns that he loved.
A song the Arch sang after offering a prayer of thanksgiving on the night the late former President Nelson Mandela was released from prison. And for his end-life celebrations, it's indeed a promise fulfilled, as the choir will lay him to rest with tunes he would have loved to have. Mulimo SABC News, Pretoria.